And Lynn.
So today we're going to be discussing 50 Shades Freed.
The final chapter of the 50 Shades series.
Yeah. I was just going to say that.
Were ya?
Yeah, great minds think alike.
Yes, they do, don't they?
So the book was written by E.L. James.
The movie is directed by James Foley, and it's really interesting because he has directed all three of these.
Really?
Good. Yes. Okay, screenplay is by Niall Leonard, and I'm not sure if he's been the screenplay for all three of them.
I'm not sure I can.
I'd be interested in knowing that fact because I have some different, opinions based on the different episodes, so I'm wondering if it was the same person. All right, what do we think about this last installment?
I thought it was okay. I mean, I hated the first one. I could have flushed it, burned it, and its mother. Second one I was very excited about. I got the story, got the little plot. I knew what was going to happen in part 3. I already knew it. For real, I knew it. But just dragged on. And then I also felt it made 50 seem too nice. And he really, he's not.
Wait, who?
Christian, 50.
We're not calling him 50. That's not a thing.
Okay. So Christian. It just, I don't know. It downplayed the book too much for me. It really downplayed his feelings, whether or not he was mad, sad, happy, or sad.
Well, I feel like the book 3 showed more of his vulnerability, so he came across as more insecure.
I do agree.
Yes.
In the third book, which took away from that dominant personality. Maybe that's what they were trying to achieve, showing a change.
I think so.
In his personality.
Yeah,
that she changed him for the positive.
Yes.
But some of the parts of the book that they changed kind of messed it up. Different parts in the book where a scene caused something to happen, they took away his reaction. He was supposed to be angry, when she left out. And it was kind of pouty more than angry.
Yeah.
I agree, especially on one part when she was topless on the beach. And he told her not to. In the book, he was furious. To the point where she was asking him.
What are you doing?
Right. She was asking him, are you mad at me? Are you still mad at me? In the movie, it was just okay, put your clothes on.
Right.
And
it did drag out his anger towards her because she was topless.
Right.
And turned over while she was asleep.
But it didn't even seem like in the movie she turned over while she was asleep. It seemed like she just did it on purpose.
Seemed like she was just laying there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because she didn't know what was going on in the book when he was yelling. He was like, I don't care, what did I do?
He woke her up out of her sleep.
Yeah,
That's
in the movie, she looked like she turned over on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. So, the whole Dom, all-powerful Christian kind of disappeared in the third book. So I do get that.
But he's evolving, I feel.
I do agree that he's evolving, so I that didn't bother me as much. I guess I couldn't, and it just might be him as an actor, where I wasn't probably not paying as much attention to him as an actor in the second movie, because I was just so happy it was a different person, and there was a plot.
That's the same person, right?
That's the same person from the first.
Christian is the same guy in all the movies, but honestly, in this last movie, he looked more like a Christian Grey to me because he looked a little, I don't know, he looked like he's been
It really is the same one all 3 times?
Yes, Rhea.
What, the Christian, the actor?
Yes. That's why we're all shocked over here too, Shannon.
Yeah,
I just feel like the first one, he was like a cornball, goofball.
He did look more cornball.
And maybe he even started working
changed.
out.
No, his look changed a little bit. It's the same guy, but his look changed.
His hair.
More wholesome.
Yeah. Because he looked like a wholesome school guy, preppy, whatever.
Oh, they got
a family man
on the first one, and then as the second one and the third one, he got a little bit more.
I feel like they put more makeup on him.
I think they did. I think they got a lot of feedback from that first movie that they had to change his look up. Mm-hmm. They had to make him look more like a Christian Grey. He was sexier in movie 2 and 3 to me.
Mm-hmm.
Than he was in movie 1.
I would agree.
Okay. All right.
But yes, Rhea, the same actor.
Right. It was weird.
Anastasia was the same too.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Now I'm lost again.
No, she's lost.
Or am I blending books? Was it the same bodyguard the whole time?
Yeah, Taylor.
But on movie 3, there were some additions.
Sawyer.
But
because of the
person. Okay, because the person following her around all the time in book 1
was Taylor.
Was not the same one.
He was in it.
He was in book 3.
But they had other security also.
Okay, because I
They had
was
to up the
like,
security because of Jack Hyde.
oh,
Yeah.
right, I got that, but I just saw the young, cute guy, and I was like, where did he come from?
Yeah,
because
right.
why did he? That just seemed so un-Christianish.
Well, Christian Taylor was
It
still
is.
with Christian.
I agree with that.
What, to give him the young one?
The young
Yeah.
and he was cute.
Yeah, because he had a problem with the guy coming in the book with
that's
the
true.
author.
But you know, you're right. That did take away from his personality a little. And what was interesting also is that Christian would have never gave her the less experienced person. He would have given her Taylor.
Exactly.
Because he's the one that he trusts.
He trusts.
Yes.
Wholeheartedly.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
He wouldn't have given her the young hot one just because of his experience.
And I think back to like the emotions was off between the book and the movie, like we were saying about, you know, Christian being mad in the book versus the movie. It was another part that when they were being followed and Anna was driving the car, she was so timid or scared. Like she was worried that she was being followed. But in the movie, she was so carefree, like, oh, I got this, you know, speeding through the town. You know, so I thought that was
But you know why? Because all of that was her inner thoughts. She was driving confidently, but in her thoughts, the book had us hearing her
Which is
say,
always
oh
been
no,
my
I hope
issue.
I can be okay, and I hope I
Right.
can drive this, and what's going on, and all these thoughts. But because all three of these movies
You go back to it.
just thought that it was smart not to let us
Right. And that's been my
hear what
whole
she was
issue.
thinking. Yeah.
This
Collectively,
trilogy.
all three.
Right,
All three of them
exactly.
just drove me crazy with that.
Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Because he was impressed with her driving, remember,
Yeah.
even in the book. But we knew she was nervous.
Right.
So anyway, but, you know, I feel like it did follow the storyline, even though it did drag out. I felt like
Yeah, it did follow the storyline. You're right.
it really followed the storyline. So
A couple of things were off.
Yeah.
But not very much.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. One thing I noticed something small was the safe word was changed from the...
Purple?
was it purple?
Yeah.
No, it was
Or
still red, but she
popsicle.
joked around saying
In the
purple.
book.
In the book, it was popsicle.
Yeah, in the book,
But
it was
I'm just
popsicle.
trying to know.
It was popsicle.
Ooh, that's so
Somebody knows.
Did you change your safe word recently?
I don't know.
No, she was like, now wait a minute. Me and her was using the same safe word in the book. But in the movie, they didn't change it to something else.
I just don't understand why they changed it. Should have kept it.
Now, did you say grape popsicle or?
No, I just thought it was funny because I like popsicles.
Let's not say that around family ever.
I like popsicles.
That's what he said.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Ew, that's so cool.
Back to the hairball.
The actual edible, not...
No hand motions.
You just need to leave it alone. You just need to
Move on from that point.
I'll let it go.
It's safe now. Move
Did
on.
you say edible?
Yeah. Anyone like this? Like,
What's you eating? Moving on.
great popsicles, evidently.
God dang it.
Nasty.
Nasty.
Now, moving on. Screenplay, by the way. The first one, first 50 Shades of Grey was a different screenplay writer.
Okay.
It was Kelly Marcel, but the last two was Niall Leonard.
See, that's why he looks different, because Niall needed his look to change.
He
Niall
read
read the book. Niall read the book.
I
That
know.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why? Because you're Nile too?
You know, because I knew that was a different Christian.
It's actually the
That's probably
same
why
actor.
you liked those last two.
So if I change your hair up, you won't be able to tell. People won't be able to tell you're Rhea.
Hey,
that's
I
true.
walk through the office building all the time, and I get, hey, Rwanda, how you doing? Rwanda?
They always watch Martin. Day, here she come. That's all your nickname around the office. You don't even
about
know.
Wanda from A Living Color.
There we go.
Oh,
Ooh, that's the Jamie Foxx right there.
Lips out. Eyes crossed. Blonde wig.
Weren't we talking about 50 Free? I'm just wondering. 50 Shades Free is what we were talking about.
Okay.
yeah.
I had like a coughing fit just now too.
All right, so 50 Free. I do like that they incorporated the prologue or epilogue. Epilogue is the end. Prologue is the beginning.
Yes.
Epilogue.
Yeah, and especially how they had that gap. So
Yeah.
they had the ending and then a few credits and then they had the prologue.
Yeah.
We just said this, together.
Epilogue. So in the book, the epilogue talked about her being pregnant and then playing or sitting out by the grass or something.
In the field or something. Yeah.
And in the movie, they had the credits and then they showed a clip of the epilogue. So I like that they incorporated that. They kept the story going just a little bit.
So I got a little confused.
Did you not read the epilogue?
Yes, but I felt as though there was a third child talking. Or was it 50 going backwards? I mean, Christian going backwards. Because
there was a time where Christian went backwards and it was him talking at the beginning of the book.
Like he was a baby?
And he was talking like he was a kid. Mom,
like
wake
Mommy
up.
doesn't know I'm bad?
Yeah. And it was like, wake up, Mommy.
That's in the beginning, though.
Right.
The beginning of the book.
That's what I thought.
So it was him.
Prologue.
Prologue, right. But you guys keep saying the wrong word. And
we
corrected ourselves.
I didn't hear it once you corrected yourself. I mean, I just figured say it right the first time.
Your malfunction.
Okay, so Rhea, actually, that's a great point because I actually like that they incorporated the prologue and the epilogue.
Great.
Okay.
All right, so what do you guys think of the casting? Not that it matters.
I mean, it seems all the same. They didn't
pretty
change.
much.
I mean, I do like the fact that they've been consistent.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes you just need that consistency when movies move to different episodes because when they change the characters and they think they're fooling us, like they did in Spartacus.
There were some new people in this book because the man in the bank was new who just didn't fit the role for me.
Though.
I thought
I was saying not new characters. I meant replacing characters.
Yeah,
sometimes they replace characters.
Right, but I'm saying I didn't like the man in the bank because he just didn't seem old enough, and that's how he was described in the book.
Oh,
okay.
So that's a character you weren't happy with.
No, I wasn't happy with him. I don't know his name's irrelevant. It just was. It just made me mad.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much we're all consistent on the casting.
There's really nothing to say about it because I don't know what. I can tell you that I continue to like Rita. I continue to like Anastasia. And
I still don't like Anastasia.
I like Grace. Anastasia gained some weight in this month.
And she looked a lot better. She didn't look as sorry.
It's $5 million plus will do that for you.
True. That's right.
We can prove it if somebody would throw it to us. Okay?
Right. We don't really have a lot to say about this. This podcast is going to be more buffoonery.
Pretty much.
Champagne has about 75 more notes there on her book.
I read all.
Well, she has notes from the Red Room. That's all she's about.
Really?
Did you notice the changes in the scenery in the Red Room? How, the first show, the couch was on the left side.
No, I did not.
And then on the second one, it was
they
in the
changed
middle.
the bed too.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just
different bedposts.
Thanks. Lynn would know more than I would.
I'm OCD about stuff like that. You should keep the same.
Did it seem as though Anastasia had a different office?
No, they did remodel
Oh, okay.
her office.
Because I noticed
when she went on her honeymoon.
Yeah, okay. Because I saw that.
Yeah.
But who were all those people? And what was the purpose of the woman kind of being shady to her when she came back? Was that in the book?
That was the one.
You talking about the interior decorator?
No.
At the office, the lady that came in was just like, "Do you need any help?" Or
that was the one that was working with what's his name?
Yeah, with Jack Hyde.
With Jack.
Huh?
She was the getaway car driver, basically.
The lady that was helping Jack and that helped kidnap this. That was the other thing I didn't like. They changed that scene.
We're not talking about the same people.
Oh, go ahead.
Because the woman that helped Jack get away was a woman of color.
No.
She was not a black woman. I don't know
She was the same woman that was in the office when Anna first came back.
I'm not picturing him the same woman, but okay.
Yeah, she was rude because she was, and then she was trying to pick her brain.
I wasn't saying she was black. I was saying she's a woman of color, as in she's not white.
Oh no, she was a white woman.
But I didn't remember her being white.
Caucasian. Don't you find it so interesting in not all of these movies, but these types of movies where her entire body was shown the entire time, but none of him. Not that I was interested in him.
Always the case.
It's always that way.
I thought it was so awkward.
It's always been the case for some reason. I always think it's stupid too.
The FAA
we want to see too.
No,
but can I get back to something that was changed in the book that irritated me?
I was going to go back to the naked part.
Okay, go ahead.
I wish that they described his lower cut so much in the book that I'm like, at a minimum, they could have just showed that on a regular basis. I think we got a glimpse maybe like twice.
When he was in the shower.
Right,
yeah, but I'm like, why didn't they show more of that? Maybe they had a double. Because there should have been more of that. She was always talking about that sexiness here. And all three of them.
Maybe they just didn't want to pay him the money.
True.
To work out. Okay, so what I did not like in the movie was when, remember how they captured Mia in the book, they talked about Mia being captured at the gym. And when Jack called Anastasia to tell her that he had her, she really didn't have any proof that he had her. You remember? But in the movie, he like sent a picture of her, you know, and all of this. So it was more obvious that he had her, because in the book, she was torn between, what do I do? I know. What if he didn't have her? Blah, blah, blah. But that was like cut short.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's
it just made her seem so much more, here I come to save the day. And it really wasn't like that. So that irritated me.
I can see that.
I also
Although that's one of those changes that I feel like it was better to make. Because how they had that piece in the movie, I thought it was cinema friendly.
I also don't understand the whole time frame where she was actually supposed to be knocked out for a few days, but all he did was slap her.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah, I thought.
I mean, it's extreme, but
she's in a coma because she got. Well, no, she did get kicked.
In the stomach.
In the stomach, though, she shouldn't have been knocked out because she was like dead by the time the paramedics arrived.
Right, you get up enough to shoot the gun.
Right, and then it falls out.
And then, wow. And then she wakes up like supposedly you've been asleep for 5 days, and then you just sit up and start taking stuff. And you're talking
that was dumb.
That was really
where
dumb.
At least in the book it was a little bit more dramatic, where she kind of woke up. I thought they should have played that more, where she kind of woke up, saw them, and fell out.
She needed to wake up and see somebody. You don't just.
She needed to be awake the whole time because nobody hit her in the head.
She hit the ground with her, like you said.
Yeah, but she didn't hit anything.
She didn't hit her head when she hit the ground.
She didn't. So yeah, I thought that part was a little awkward to me. And then, like I said, she's in the hospital and like she sleep one day, she wakes up, she's talking normal, everything's fine, and then that didn't flow right. And when she woke up in the book, you know, Mom and 50 weren't there. I mean, keep calling them 50. Mom and Christian weren't there in the room. Like, I don't know why they had to change that part, because to me that took away the dramatics of she really learned so much more about Christian by kind of eavesdropping on the conversation while she was unconscious. Not really eavesdropping, but hearing things, where they cut all that out. So it was like all of a sudden she's so more in tune with him. How would you know that?
Right.
Wow. I hear what you're saying.
And do you understand?
I comprehend
Rhea.
that.
I do.
That was deep, Rhea.
So yeah, I did like it. I just, you know, it wasn't number 2. You know what I mean? It's just like when you're in the bathroom.
50 Shades of Grey.
If it's a number 1, if you have a number 1 in the bathroom, it's a relief. But when you have a
We're
number
not
2,
going here.
My
it needs to be like wowzer.
Nope.
And I didn't get that.
Number
Red flag.
3 is wild.
Red flag.
Yes.
Red flag.
Got
Nope.
it. All right, so let's go ahead and rate before this conversation gets any
Put it on the safe word. Oh, you're crossing that line.
Oh my god. I can't.
So what'd you think about the adaptation, Champagne?
I will give it a full glass, not basing it on the 2 main characters because I really despise who they chose. But because it stayed true to the storyline, I'm going to give it a full glass.
Thank you for that dissertation.
And the Grammy goes to...
Okay. I am also going to give it a full glass for all of the same reasons. Can I just say ditto?
Yes.
Is there a Trito? Because I'm going to give it a full glass also.
New word.
Yeah, so full glass.
Please don't copy. That's a Porto or something.
Call me a farto.
Yeah, I'd give it a full glass too. I had already given it a full glass before I even, started. I'm with it. I'm good.
You rated before you started?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a full bottle.
Full bottle. Yeah. 50 Shades Free. Well, that concludes our 50 Shade reviews, unless they come up with another movie.
I don't think so.
They don't have another movie, but they do have Christian's version.
I know about the other book. I haven't read that.
That's Christian's version. The other book.
They went into it at the end of the third one. Nobody's reading Christian.
Did not know about this Champagne. She knew about the book, but she didn't know about the version. Who wants to hear that?
Oh, I don't know.
I love 50 Shades. Oh my god, it's my favorite book ever. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh my god, thanks for taking boxes.
All right, listen, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with us through this crazy review of 50 Shades Free. Check us out next
us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Rate Watch Wine.
Thank you for listening.
Bye, guys.
Bye. We're not.